Guys, this is a massive update. MSTY is going through a reverse split very soon. In today's video, I'm going to give you details of MSTY reverse split and what to expect when it comes to distributions. As it stands today, MSTY price is at 736. This is pretty much almost the lowest it has been. At one point, it did dip a little bit at like 622. That was the lowest, but still 736. It just rebound by keep bouncing between 7 to 6. So this is a pretty bad, and we know that YieldMax ETFs announced a reverse split for a bunch of ETFs. And when I made my first video on a reverse split, I did not mention MSTY because there wasn't that. And then a few weeks after, they release news release. So we're going to see more details on that. And I'm going to show you the distribution prior to this coming reverse split, because the next distributions will be the last before this ETFs undergoes reverse split. Today, YieldMax ETFs announced weekly distributions for Group 2. The record date and X date will be December 4th, which is tomorrow. That means you have to have purchased or own any of these ETFs before tomorrow. And payment date will be on Friday, December 5th. That's the schedule. And Group 1 consists of fund of funds, including Ulti. The distribution was announced yesterday, and the payment will be tomorrow. Some of these ETFs in this group have undergone a reverse split already, and some of them haven't. For example, AMD is going to be reverse split on the same day as MSTY. But the rest, for example, AIYY has completed its reverse split. So the distribution you're seeing here is after reverse split. But what the difference is that the distribution has increased a little bit to match the distribution rate. You see here is 100%. So that will be pretty much the same thing with AMD, because AMD right now, at the price it is today, is paying only 15 cents, but the yield is 100%. When they're going to split next week, this yield will stay the same, but we'll see here the amount of distributions they're going to pay will be a little bit more. Here, Apple is going to pay 11 cents, and that's only 43%. Apple has been paying very low yield as usual. Babo, 84%. Coney completed its reverse split yesterday, Tuesday, December 2nd. And this distribution is after reverse split, is paying $1.13, and that's 126%, very high yield. Circle is going to pay 61 cents, and that's 125%, very higher yield. Crash, which is short Tesla, will pay 33 cents, and that's 62%. And this ETF also went through reverse split 1 to 10, and that was completed just a day ago. And Sivney will pay 89 cents. That's 125%, very high yield. Dips 75 cents, 72%. Diesel, that's a Disney 14 cents, 63%. D-Ray 67 cents, 108%. Phoebe, Facebook will pay 25 cents, 100%. Fiat 40 cents, 79%. GDX, this is a gold miner ETF, 31 cents, 100%. Gammy, $1.02, 126%. Very high yield. Recently, I haven't checked how this ETF has been performing, but we know Gammy is one of the very volatile stock. And Google has been doing amazing, and it's going to pay 25 cents, 86%. And one of the best performing ETFs is Robinhood, HOI. He's going to pay $1.32, and that's 126%. If you invested in HOI from inception, you have made quite a bit of return. So I'm not going to read out loud all the distributions and the yield. I'm just going to scroll, and you will see each ETF versus how much they've paid on the distributions. The only one ETF I need to mention here is MRNY, which was the lowest of the ETFs in terms of the price. It's going to pay about 28 cents, and that's 101%. And if we go to MSTY, this is going to be the last distribution they're paying, about 14 cents, and that's 101%. And next distributions, they will be announcing after this ETF undergoes reverse split. So you're expecting to get a little bit higher distributions, but in terms of the yield, will pretty much stay the same. The other ETF I want to mention is Tesla. Tesla ETF has completed its reverse split on December 1st, and that was 1 to 5. And this is the first distributions after the split. Is going to pay about 94 cents, 126%. So as you can see, the yield is very high and the distributions has increased. I'll keep scrolling to the last ETF, which is YQQQ, and this shorts the Nasdaq 100 is going to pay only 6 cents, and that's only 24%. This is one of those ETFs that really bad to invest in because the Nasdaq has always performed really well. Now let's move to a very important update. On November 26, 2025, YieldMax announced the planned reverse stock split. And this came after the first one, which I made a video about. They mentioned a bunch of ETFs that will be splitted. These 5 ETFs completed their reverse split on December 1st. On December 2nd, yesterday, that was Fiat, AYY, Crash, DEPS, Connie, ORK, Abni. The next batch of ETFs that will undergo reverse split will be AMD, MSTY, PYPY. AMD will go 1 to 5, MSTY will go 1 to 5, and PY 1 to 5. And those will be completed on December 8th. This will be on Monday. So next Monday, these 3 ETFs will have a new price. For MSTY, at the price it is today around $7.31. The reverse split will be around $51. So starting Monday, MSTY is going to be very expensive. That's a big change for MSTY coming Monday. MSTY, which is a leading ETF in terms of how much asset it has for YieldMax ETFs, right now is only 1.86 billion. Remember, this was closer to 7 billion. And because of this reverse split, I can see this number coming even down. When it comes to Ulti used to have closer to 5 billion. Now they only have 1.40 billion. So the only ETF that jumped up in terms of asset is MVDY. It's 1.59. Third one is Ulti, and fourth one is Tesla. These are the only 4 ETFs that have more than 1 billion in asset. The rest, they're under 1 billion. The next closer to these 4 will be Connie and YMax at 890 and 754. The rest are very low. Palantir asset, it's only 5.87. And by the way, Palantir is one of the best performing YieldMax ETFs. But I know a lot of people usually don't talk too much about this. And I think it's because the price has gone up massively, so people shy away from buying this ETF. So guys, I just made this video to give you a quick update on upcoming MSTY reverse split and to show you the distributions that they have paid, which is going to be the last distribution. So if you don't want to miss any of the important update from your ETF issuers that you invest in, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can always receive a notification whenever I release those updates. And if you like this content, please help me to grow my channel by smashing the like button and also share with someone you think this video might help. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on next video. Bye bye.